Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of MSc Diaries. This is going to be my ugliest video yet because I am struggling to see ugly overhead lighting, very bright light coming in from the window over there. I am more of a side profile lighting person. So yeah. Today was presentation day. Today was defend my Viva day. How do I think it went? I think it went horrible. Yeah, I think today went horrible. Oh wait, so I'm drinking and I realized that it's got bubbles in it and chewing counterproductive. I'm gonna be honest, I was really nervous beforehand. I also want to say that I finished work yesterday and I had a 2-hour nap, and then I worked through the night on finishing my code because it wasn't complete. I had a minor discrepancy that I needed to get to the bottom of in order to be able to do my demonstration. I was able to fix that, I want to say at around midnight. To be honest, because I have ADD, how my brain processes time is very different to how everybody else processes time. So I think I slept for 2 hours. I got up at 8, and then I had like my dinner, drank some tea, settled 9 o'clock, and then I spent 2 hours doom scrolling on social media, mainly TikTok. And so that takes us to like 10-11, and that's when I started working on my code that I managed to fix. And then it was working on my presentation. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like for a long time, looking at it now, for a long time, my brain wasn't able to put 2 and 2 together and be like, you've actually done this bit, you can put this in your present, you've done this bit, it's there, you can put it in the presentation. And I think that made things worse per se, because like I'm looking at it now, like 2 of the slides, 4 of the slides are images, screenshots of things I've created. So like 2 of them is a lot of information from the code that I wrote, but then thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, a lot of it actually wasn't available because I had issues with my code. Within saying that though, I could have, like half of it I could have done a lot sooner than I did, but I think my ADD is very tunnel vision, so sometimes I struggle to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, which is something that I definitely struggled with here. If my voice is low, it is because I am in the postgraduate room of my university's library, and this is the silent section of the library, so I'm not supposed to be talking, but because I'm the only person in here, I thought, let me break the rules a little bit. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties with my presentation. I think presentation as a whole was okay. I had some technical difficulties because ADD, time blindness, and because I hadn't slept. I didn't have time to print out my script for my presentation, and I thought, oh, once I get to uni, I'll print it out. Problem was, I didn't go to the library. I went to a computer lab because I was just like, I don't want to have to rush across campus to get to my supervisor's office, which is the furthest building on campus from where the library is, and it's on the top floor, and the lift is forever not working in that room. Sorry, there are people hovering outside the room, but like, unless you're a postgrad, you can't come in here. Anyway, so yeah, I was trying to be conscious of time because I didn't have as much time as I thought I did. Time was getting away from me, so I didn't have my script, and then I was like, oh, I'll read it from my phone. So I took screenshots of it. Didn't help. Also, as somebody that uses Teams for work, do I know how to use Teams? I've never recorded a meeting in my life. I barely know how to share a screen because I don't do those things at work. So having to be responsible for doing that for my presentation was stressful. Like, your girl was stressed. But I did it. I was very nervous, so I stumbled over a lot of my words, and then also because I was reading from my phone and I was reading the images from my phone, my brain didn't put two and two together to think, why don't you just copy the words in an email and send it to yourself? I think I was so frazzled, and then on top of it I had a stomach ache. Dodgy tummy hive is me. Because I had a stomach ache, it made me more anxious. And then I was very conscious of the fact that I needed to pee, my stomach hurts, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, nothing is working out how I want it to work out. I don't think, at the time, I didn't think this was my best work, and I was quite disappointed in myself because I felt like I was stumbling. My course leader, who's the second marker, asked some really good questions, and I feel like I was able to answer them. However, I feel like my answers weren't concise, but then also I'm not a concise person. Like, the only time I'm concise is when I say no, and like, no is a full sentence. I feel like I not mumbled, I think I spoke a lot. And saying that, the presentation is timed, and I had to do the presentation and I had to demonstrate my code, which I did, and my graphical user interface, which worked, by the way. So glad that that worked out. Yeah, it was 15 minutes. And my supervisor said that I did 17 and a half minutes, and I know that I would lose marks for going over I think it's two minutes. If it's like 2 minutes, my highest grade can be between 60 and 70, I think. But my course leader had said, and it's in the recording, that because the technical difficulties that I experienced, let's say it was 16 and a half minutes, but then also the other minute was messing around with the sharing of the screen, because I'm used to sharing a screen, having two screens as I share a screen so I can move in between. I only have the laptop, and I didn't realize that the laptop turns it into different windows that I have to share, so that stressed me out. I lost my voice quite a few times. My voice cracked, I croaked. 0 out of 10, terrible experience, will not recommend. However, the feedback that I got from my supervisor and my course leader was, my supervisor was very pleased with me demonstrating my code and my GUI and being able to explain what I did and why I did it, and its purpose. My course leader asked so many questions. The questions were really, really good. Like I said, I wasn't concise. So I think explaining, because basically what I've done for me is like the precursor to a potential PhD. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but if I was going to do it, this is the realm that I would do it in. So that was my thought process behind my master's dissertation, and creating kind of an opportunity for myself that should I wish to pursue a PhD, this is the realm that I would do it in. And if what I have done my master's dissertation on is something that I want to take further, these are the things that I feel I would need to do in order to make this happen. So I think I was able to express that. I feel like dissertation fever, here's me thinking I wasn't going to yawn. Dissertation fever very much feels like a job interview, and I do not like job interviews. So because of that, not a fan. But I think it's done. It's done now. Like, I think I can see how things could have been better, but they are what they are. Like, the chips have landed where they may. I think that's the saying. So this is still speed running through my dissertation, but now that I've done my actual presentation, I've written my presentation and I've finished my code, finito, and now the only thing I have to do is my report. And what I've been doing whilst working on my code is going in and like making tweaks to the report. So like the finicky admin-y bits I've already done. So like the page numbering thing, annoying. My references and stuff, annoying. But yeah, I did all of that. So now I'm just in a place to write. I have 4,000 words to write. Let's say 4,500 words to write. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Today is Friday. I did not miss my dissertation. I didn't miss my presentation, which I was worried I was going to do. I am very tired right now. I do want to lay down. My eyes, like I can feel the sleep just. But I told myself that I want to tidy up my presentation and then submit that element so I don't have to worry about it. I need to update my references. Yeah, tidy up this bit, submit that, and then I can work on doing the actual report. And I got some good feedback from my supervisor about like things to remember to do for my report, so I can remember to do that. And then also I have the recording with the questions and the feedback, so elements of that I will be using in my report. So one more assignment to go and I've finished my master's. I think what I likely will do is do an update tomorrow, Saturday, another update on Sunday, and then once I've submitted on Monday, that's it. That would be the end of MSc Diaries. I can't believe I've done this. Yeah, I can't believe I've done this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, if I can write 1,500 words before I go home tonight, I think I could do that. If I can write 1,500 words before I go home tonight, it would be a good night. Yeah, I think I can do that. Anyway, this has been fun. Take care. See you tomorrow from my bedroom. Bye.